Folks, join me in welcoming our next guest on the Baylor Coaches Show tonight, Baylor baseball coach Mitch Thompson. Welcome to you.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate you being here.
Everybody.
Thanks very much. All right, very good. Y'all are in Coach McGraw was telling us about their fall schedule of work. You're in kind of the heart of your fall work right now.
Yeah, we've started official fall ball, and we're getting after it. It's been really good so far. We've had great weather, and the guys are competing hard, so it's been really good.
Good. What does that look like? What you do a lot of scrimmages? What does fall look like?
Yeah, we take about the first month of the year to make sure everybody's arms and everything are healthy and in shape, and use that time to continue in the weight room and stuff, and work on skill work, and then we go into fall ball for about 6 weeks, and we'll play probably about 20 different inter-squad games, and really get a chance to see our guys and watch them compete, kind of figure out the different matchups we might use on the mound and position player-wise, and see who kind of rises to the top.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun.
Do you mix up the teams? Are they the same teams? You mix and match a little
bit?
Yeah,
we mix them up from week to week. I mean, we're going to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday inter-squads this week. We'll have the exact same teams. We've got 3 different starting pitchers, bullpens lined up, ready to go, but we use the exact same position players and play 3-game series, basically, and just try and simulate what's going to take place in the spring. You know, there's going to be a winner and a loser of the series. Let's get used to that.
Nice, very good.
Yeah.
You mentioned the weight room. I met last week at the Heart of the Order. I met Dan Darcy, who's new strength and conditioning coach. Sounds like he's getting some things done.
Dan's phenomenal. He's been a great addition to our program. You know, we lost Bo Holland last year, and Bo was great, but Dan's been a fantastic hire. Fits in really well with the guys, and you know, is pushing them hard in the weight room. We're in there four times a week, and he's got it lined out, buddy. I mean, we're getting bigger, faster, stronger, so it's great to see.
And the connection there was it
was Coach
Sean?
Snedeker.
Yeah,
the new pitching coach. You know, we hired Sean Snedeker, and we got that done. And immediately I told him, I said, "Yeah, I'm looking to hire a new strength and conditioning coach." And he said, "I've got your guy."
Great.
And so we started the process and went through it, and it was really a great story. Coach Ruff on our staff, who's over all of Olympic sports and our sports and conditioning, strength and conditioning programs. He got off the phone with Coach Darcy, the first little phone interview that he did with him. He said, "I'll be surprised if this isn't who you hire."
Wow,
and,
really?
Lo and behold, that's what we ended up doing. So it's been a great hire.
Fantastic. That's very impressive. You mentioned Coach Sean Snedeker, your new pitching coach. What a background and what experience he brings here.
Really, really a lot of experience. 30-plus years of coaching experience. 13 years professionally, 17, 18 years now at the college level, 3 different schools. So, you know, he's worked with like 50, 60 big leaguers. This is a guy who understands development. You know, when you're in professional baseball, your entire goal is to try and help minor league players become big league players. So it's develop. He's a great communicator, really a level-headed personality-wise. The guys are buying in and really working hard. He's got a different plan for each guy, and it's been fun for me to watch him go to work, and I'll be excited to see what he can accomplish this spring with our guys.
Yeah, that's great. So back to the last Heart of the Order luncheon, he spoke and got a real round of applause when he said one of his key areas is
we got to throw
strikes.
That's right, number one.
And everybody would agree with that, right?
No
throw
doubt.
strikes.
No doubt. Yeah, it's strikes are king.
Yeah.
So he's been on it from day one with them, and we're seeing good response from the players so far.
So he was at professional ranks, but then at Duke and ORU, and most recently Lamar.
About a 6 or 7 year stint at Duke, Oral Roberts, and then at Lamar. All 3 of those places he's had a top 10 in the country pitching staff for Team ERA, which is really phenomenal. Last year at Lamar, they were number 2 in the nation out of 300 schools.
Wow.
And, you know, I mean, they didn't have the second best talent in the country for sure. So he got a ton out of those guys. And I've known him for a long time. Great guy, great personality, and just felt like he was the right guy. And I think we hit a home run there.
Nice. What does that go back to? Like how far back?
Just known him probably almost 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, on the recruiting trail and seeing him, getting to know him. watching him work with his pitchers and what he did at all those places. Just really a great personality and a guy that I've admired. We actually talked about maybe working together probably 10 years ago, 15 years ago when I was messing around interviewing for a job, and he was the guy that I was thinking about bringing with me at that point in time.
Nice.
So lo and behold, here we go.
Nice, very good. It seems like he's fit in well too.
Really fit in well, and with Zach and with Coach Dillon and Jim Blair, we've got a great staff, and then Darren Thomas and Brian Furlong, my goodness, our directors of ops and player development, pitching development. I mean, we've got a great staff.
What a great staff. That's cool. We continue with Mitch Thompson, Baylor head baseball coach. We talked about the fall work you guys are going through now. I think you made this point, but just to make sure, this is open to the public. They can come and watch any day, watch those inter squads that you have.
Yeah, the inter squads will be open to the public, and Max Calderon, our sports information director, will get the information out on Twitter and on our social media about starting times for our inter squads. And we welcome you guys to come on out and come see the guys and start getting excited about the spring.
Good. Might need a roster when you come out there. You've got 50 guys right now in fall camp. 25 are newcomers.
Yeah, it's a new team. I mean, it really is. And we return a good nucleus, and it was great to be able to make sure that we could keep the guys here that are here, returners. But we have 20, 25, 26 new guys right now, so it's a new ball club. You'll see guys out there you don't know anything about yet.
When the makeup of that, 16 freshmen, 5 junior college, 4 portal guys.
Yeah, we really did do a nice job. I think this summer. I think our staff was. On top of it, did a great job with the portal. We filled some needs that we had, brought in a couple pitchers from the portal, a middle infielder, and a catcher. And those 4 guys we think will all have impact on the program for sure. Mm-hmm. And then the junior college guys that we were able to add too are really great additions. So. The summertime was big for us.
Man, very good. You mentioned pitching, and I think the old adage is you can never have too much pitching, and you guys have added some there, including some more left-handers.
Yeah, it's been, we've got a really pretty good-looking stable left-handers right now, which is exciting. 2 years ago when we took the job, we had to talk a position player left fielder and said, hey, we remember you pitched in high school. You're going to throw now out of the bullpen. He said, okay. Well, Ethan Calder's back, but we also have R.J. Rue and Mason Green, who threw a lot for us last year out of the, as either starter or out of the bullpen that were freshmen. But we've added 4 or 5. Bryson Bales is a transfer from Hendrix University, a grad transfer. He's going to be a really nice addition. Caleb Jamison, Stephon Stahl from McLennan. Caleb Jamison is a left-handed pitcher from Paris Junior College. Those guys are going to be really nice additions. Let's see, looking down my list. Grayson Murray, a right-hander from Tyler. Lucas Davenport and Jake Colcourse, 2 from Blinn College that were national champions at the junior college level. So we've got a really nice stable. And then we've got some freshman arms too that were really big guys that we were excited to get to campus, that we were a little concerned with the draft with a couple of these guys, and we've got them here. And so it's exciting to see them. We're expecting big things from Braden Bergman. We've seen great things from left-hander Carson Bailey so far. It's been fun watching him. He's got a big future. And then we've got another 3 or 4 freshman right-handers that are all looking forward to putting their mark on the program too. So we brought in a bunch of pitching. We needed to make some adjustments on the staff, and I've been very excited with what I've seen so far.
Nice, very good. And it might not seem like that big a deal, but these are good-sized guys too. I mean, they look the part, right?
Yeah, big physical dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got 6'3", 6'4", 6'6". Big physical guys that are going to hold up and throw the ball well, and they are all locating right now. They're all throwing strikes with multiple pitches. It's been fun watching that happen. So
good. How about back to Sned? I mean, we said throw strikes is the number one thing. What else would you say what does he hammer into these guys' heads?
He wants everybody to have a changeup. If they can have a changeup, it's a big pitch for him. He's really done a great job of individualizing. He'll look at a guy at how he throws. He'll see his stuff. He'll make a decision, hey, we're going to need to add this or we're going to need to add that. Here's how we teach it. Here we go. Adding a cutter, adding a slider, adding a curveball. Hey, we've got to tighten up your breaking ball. But changeup is a big pitch for him, and it'll be a great pitch for us. I've watched him pitch, and he'll do a really good job with that. The guys are already making big strides in all those areas.
Nice. Pitching huge, but your other positions with the ones you brought in, seems like you have more depth maybe, which might lead to more competition.
No question we have more depth on the pitching side. No question we have more depth position player wise as well. We returned probably 6 or 7 starting position players from last year's club, and we have guys that performed. You look at our outfield, and we've got Ty Johnson, Wesley Jordan, and Enzo Apodaca back. All 3 are potential all-conference type guys. All 3 have a future playing the game, I think. They play hard. They're consistent. Great representatives of our program. We're excited to have them back. Court Castle is behind the plate, back for a senior year. Tyreek Kemp at shortstop, Hunter Toplansky at third base. So, right there, we've named 6 or 7 already.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get back the injured guys, too, that were position player starters for us, supposed to be position player starters for us last year. They're all on the mend. All are active right now in our fall ball. Some aren't 100% cleared yet, but they're active. They're doing things. And I think all of them are ahead of schedule. I'm excited from what I'm seeing. Hunter Simmons is swinging the bat. Gavin Brzezowski swinging the bat. Jack Little swinging the bat. Will Pendergrass swinging the bat. And, those were guys that were going to hit in the middle of our order last year. So we bring them back along with our other returning position players, and we're excited about the depth that we have there on position player-wise as well.
That's tremendous. You just got you kind of got gutted early in the season last year with those guys that you just mentioned. Would have been in your lineup every day for the most part, but it hurt, and they were gone for the majority of the season.
First week of the year we lost our 2-hole, 4-hole, and 5-hole hitters. So 3 of our top 5 hitters in the lineup are out for the entire year, including your best power guys, your most returning power from your lineup. And so it was a lot to overcome, and we tried, and we did about as good as we could. We had over 40% of our innings on the mound were with freshmen, so we were trying to grow up our freshmen as well, and they battled, and then at the end of the year we ran out of gas. We just ran out of gas with what we had left, and it didn't turn out quite like we wanted it.
Gotcha. Well, looking forward to it. A lot of positives going into this year. Let's take a break. When we come back, ask you about your schedule. You're going to be up in Arlington again. That'll be a lot of fun. And then your questions for Coach Mitch Thompson. We'll do that when we come back. And welcome back on the Baylor Coaches Show, presented by Central National Bank. Coach Mitch Thompson, our guest, as we continue in the hour. And, Coach, we got questions from the audience. Always good.
Look forward to it.
I come loaded with questions, but sometimes the ones from out here are better than anything I could have. So here's one from Mike Connell right here. Michael asks, any true freshmen challenging for playing time?
Yeah, no question. Definitely have some guys on the mound that are going to do some really good things for us. I mentioned Carson Bailey, Braden Bergman, Caden Baker's a right-hander from Mississippi. We're expecting good things from Jack Hickerson, a right-hander from Denton, and Cam Cluett, another right-hander from Montgomery. We're expecting some good things from all those guys this year. They're throwing the ball well. Position player-wise, probably the 2 or 3 guys that have kind of stood out for us would be Hunter Snow. Is an outfielder from Indianapolis. He's the son of former Bear football player Justin Snow. And Justin played about 10 years in the NFL. So looks like an NFLer. Hunter's going to be a big, strong, physical kid. He's been good. Pearson Reebok is a kid that we've got from Rockwall, a middle infielder that we've got really high hopes for, and it's been fun watching him. And then probably a third guy that's got some real pop in his bat that has kind of stood out at times is Brett White, an infielder, third baseman from up in Iowa. So we do have some freshmen. We're still continuing to try and build through the freshman class and do that, even though that doesn't always seem like the way that all of college baseball is. We think it's going to be the right plan for us as soon as we get this thing rolling, which I think we're ready to take those steps this year this will be a lot of fun watching the guys continue to develop year to year.
Love it. Did Zach find that guy in Iowa?
Zach did find the guy in Iowa. Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense.
Zach from Iowa.
All right, question from Mark Berry. Mark asked, does the portal work to your advantage or disadvantage?
Well, it's to your disadvantage if you're losing players off your team that you want to keep. We were really excited to see that we were able to keep our players last year, to keep our guys. It's tough to build a new program and to rebuild a program if you can't keep the top players on your team. And we were able to keep our top guys, and it's going to be a big step for us this year. But, yeah, the portal came in big for us this year. I mean, the middle infielder that we were able to bring in is Travis Sanders from Texas Tech. He was a 14th-round draft pick out of high school, can really defend, got pop in his hands. I mean, we're excited about him. We were able to bring in the 2 transfer pitchers, Bryson Bales and Caleb Bunch, and those 2 guys are going to throw a lot for us. And then a catcher, J.J. Cannett from Dallas Baptist, that we expect to be a guy for us in the next couple of years as well. So portal worked out great this year. The main thing is keeping your own team here. And thankfully, not too many of our guys wanted to go venture away.
Terrific. All right, Bob Barrett right here. Bob asked, who are the best leaders from your returning players?
Yeah, at the end of the year last year, we got together with our guys, and we kind of I'll just tell you this on the mound. I think we have several guys that are kind of leaders. I mean, Ethan Calder is back, and Ethan has risen from being a walk-on left-handed pitcher, outfielder, to being a guy that we're expecting really big things out of, potential starter again on the mound, finished the year on the mound starter. R.J. Rue should be a really good leader. Cole Stasio is showing tremendous leadership on the pitching staff, a veteran fifth-year guy. Fun to see those guys all stepping up. They're taking that role. Position player-wise, I think we got Ty Johnson, Enzo Apodaca, Court Castle, and Wesley Jordan. Hunter Simmons, all guys that are very, very, they're very in tune with how to lead and how to get after it, and they don't have any problem in challenging somebody else. And the reason you can challenge other people to follow you is because you do it every day. You're there with that kind of effort and energy, and those guys have done a nice job with that.
Terrific. Coach, thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate it. Good luck finishing out the fall strong, and we look forward to it. And then the spring, and we'll have you back, okay?
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks very much. Mitch Thompson, Baylor head baseball coach.